welcome back everyone to Adventures on Tap Twitch stream. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. We are on session 16, I think, of our adventure that we do weekly at 7:30. This is Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. If you're not familiar with us, we are a Central Florida-based organization that is charity-focused, putting on tabletop role-playing game events in breweries to raise money for that charity. So we've taken to the Twitch seas. We are waiting the oceans. So far, so good. But we're also supporting charity as well while we stream. And there at the bottom right, if you see there, it is you can donate to Child's Play, which is a national organization, but one that we support locally here for the Central Florida chapter. And they gamify recovery for children. So pretty awesome. Please support them. If you do, it'll let us know and you can impact our game. So please do not hesitate to donate. We would greatly appreciate it. They will as well. Great organization. Um, in general, we are going to go around the table and ask everybody who they're playing tonight and what they are drinking. So I will start with Garrett. We'll work our way around the virtual table here with Ken up next.
Hello, hello. I am Garrett. I will be playing Nib Farkle, the Goblin Blood Hunter, and tonight I am drinking the Old Faithful for most of us, Orange Blossom Pilsner from Orange Blossom Brewing Company in Lakeland.
All right, and my name is Ken, and tonight I will be playing the Shadar-kai monk, Tregol Evelev, and I will be drinking boba. This is a sour from Hourglass in Longwood, and it is a very nice sour with a little hint of fruitiness. Check it out if you like sours.
And my name is Chris, and I am playing Ragnar, the human barbarian, and I am drinking a pomegranate tea mead that I made.
Hi, I'm Ferg. I'm drinking You're My Boy Blue from Florida Avenue Brewing Company. It's one of my go-tos. I'll be playing Barry the Tortle Druid this evening, hopefully avoiding rockfalls.
And I am Kyle. I am playing Sky Spirit Flight. And I am drinking the Nefarious Nebula's Hefeweizen from Deviant Wolf down in Sanford.
All right, and normally we have Ephraim at the table, who's played by Ben, one of our DMs, but he is temporarily out for this session and will return later. But my name is Joe. I am the DM for this specific campaign. I am finally drinking a beer on Wednesday night, boys. We got the Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company's Urayasu rice lager. I don't know. Japanese. Oh man, cameras always mess up, but I think it's backwards anyways. Very good. Honestly, it tastes like if you like sake, like it's like sake and beer. I don't know how they make it work, but they do. It's good.
Nice.
Probably
Grabbed it at
rice
our last event.
involved.
Huh?
I said there's probably rice involved.
Probably, yeah, probably. But traditionally at our events, before we get started and rolling dice and hopping into our adventures, we take a toast. So grab your drinks, join us at the count of three. We're going to say to adventures. So 3, 2, 1.
To
adventure.
Miss my mouth.
It's usually an important area.
How long you been doing that?
It's my first beer. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a drinking problem.
All right. So in general, I forgot to highlight, we do archive all of our previous sessions. We also showcase other tabletop role-playing games that you can check out. But on our YouTube, which I believe is youtube.com/adventures on tap, you can find all
Adventures on Tap, but if you search it, you'll find us.
There you go. So you can check out the other sessions, but as far as last session goes, After scouting Cragmaw Castle, an ancient stronghold now in ruins and repurposed by the goblins of the Cragmaw tribe, the party slipped in unnoticed, prepared for battle. They swiftly cut down the goblin forces, suffering only one mishap where their ever aloof druid triggered a falling ceiling trap. After digging the battered tortle from the rubble, they pressed on into the ancient chamber. Tregol identified it as a site once dedicated to Sehanine Moonbow, shedding light on the ruins' original occupants. Continuing their their search for Gundren, Niff, now in his gleaming new Lycan, half Lycan form, tore his way into an antechamber only to find devotees of the Jagged Tooth waiting. So this was an effigy or false idol that the cragmaws are worshipping, and along with this unexpected uh, encounter, he has found a figure, his son, Ebbel. So that's where we continue. Go ahead and shift this over. All right. So we are starting off right at combat. So
Hold on, I
let's
don't
go
think I
ahead.
rolled.
I rolled for everybody. Just
Okay.
to save us time.
Since I'm in front, Barry, do you want to swap with me? Or Sky? Why is Barry on there twice?
Wait,
And Sky's on there twice. And Tregol's on there twice. What is happening?
all of the players are on twice. Wait,
Okay,
no, this is fine.
because I noticed Ragnar and Niff were. I just missed those for some reason.
Dang it! We could have had double attacks every turn.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
when he said
probably
you're
wouldn't have even noticed
That's
until
the
like round
thing.
2.
They
like,
were
wait
far
a second.
enough apart.
Yeah. All right, so everybody, 1, 2.
We were the ones
Barry's
that
on there
told
twice.
the teacher that we had homework.
Yeah, I got a 20.
So
So the 22 is not accurate. You can
I
move it
rolled
down,
for
that's okay.
everybody before starting session,
Oh,
just
then
so
I
we
get
can hop
critted.
right into
Sick.
Yeah,
the
did
previous
well.
question.
Yeah,
is-
I'll switch you, Niff.
Okay.
All right, so Barry and Niff are switching.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it makes, sense. Just from the perspective that he led us in there and like climactically, if that's a word.
Yeah.
He gets to see his kiddo.
All right. So starts off with a name I made, Grishnak. He bursts out from behind the altar, donning, surprise, surprise, a scimitar, and runs over to Niff and takes a whack at him with that. An 8 does not hit, however. So as he goes to swing, as he's pulling the scimitar out from under his robes, it catches onto his robe and clinks on against the wall as he tries to pull it out, but just didn't do it well enough. On to Niff.
All right. I'm gonna point at my son and be like, "I'll deal with you in a minute." And then I'm going to tear this guy apart with my predatory strikes. And let's see, did I? You know what? I'm gonna swipe with one. No, yeah, whatever. I'll do 2 hits. Swipe. The first is a 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And if this would get out of the way. Next is a 16 to hit.
The second one does not hit. First one does.
Okay. And then, where is the thing? Oh, I need 2 attacks, so I can't use a bonus action. So Let's just do some damage. That is 4 damage.
It's like 4.
Why do I see 2 dice? Man, something's messed up. I see a 5 and a 2. I don't like on the virtual. But
Yeah, I saw that too, which is weird. Because when you hover over the damage dice, it just says that it rolled 1d6
gotcha.
plus 2. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's a whole 4 damage there.
All right. So you take a gash at him as he's still finagling with his scimitar. Take a big chunk out of his arm with your wolf-like claws. Do you want to continue to do anything else?
Well, I did an action and a bonus action by swiping, so I do not believe I can do anything else. However, we did just receive a follow from Skull Army 365, which put us at our subscriber goal of 110 subscribers.
Oh,
So,
sick.
thank
Let's
you.
go.
Oh,
All
cheers
right.
to you.
Thank you.
What was it?
Cheers.
Skull
Skull
what?
Army 365.
Skull armor. That's metal.
Skull Army. Way to go.
I like it. All right. Well, with that being said, we're going to move over to the next goblin in the room. This appears to be the priest of presumably Jagged Tooth, as he's garbed with around his hood is adorned a bunch of different shaped teeth, some being humanoid, some being more sharp-like creatures. You see within the hood, his eyes are glowing with a green mist as he raises his hand up and. Oh, let me roll for it first. Where did it go? Okay, that was sent to me. Cool. Alright, so he's gonna do an 11. That does not hit. So he raises his hand up as he just swipes across the air, and you see like a force of air just come colliding towards you, Niff. And it fortunately, it misses you. It runs into the wall, shattering a bunch of rubble and stone off of it to the ground next to you.
Hey, I didn't do this on my turn, and if you say no, that's fine. Can I just yell out to the guys, the one on the left's my kid, don't kill him?
Yeah, that's fine. Also, go ahead and roll a persuasion, because you told him to, you wait there, I'll deal with you. Forgot about that. Okay.
That is a 16.
All right. Yeah, I would say he stays there. On to Sky.
I am going to. I don't see a exit out the other side of the room, correct? Besides the arrow slits. There's no like gaping hole in the wall.
That's a good point. There's a door, but yes, other than that, it's just the arrow slits. There's no gaping holes in any walls.
Not like the other rooms. Well, I'm going to
Seems to be
keep
intact.
my companion here then. I don't want him going in the room. I'm going to.
Also, now that I think about it, I don't even. Did I ever get around to actually explaining what this room looked like? I think I did.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
like
so
an altar
there's-
that they're all praying around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just above them is like a massive circular windowsill that had, similar to the previous room, the glass had been busted in all over the floor. So technically, like 15 or so feet up, there's that as an exit, if that's what you were looking for.
Okay. Could try a strike like that, but no, I'm just gonna hop in and whoever looks the most important, which would probably be the super robe dude, right?
Super
The one that
rogue,
just
dude.
went.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take a arrow attack against him. Where's my longbow? Oh, 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That will be 4 points of piercing damage. Oh, I've rolled a 1. That's horrible. Would that make sense for us right now? No.
Am I still minusing the 7, or are you doing something else?
No, it would only be 4
Four,
4
I mean.
points. No,
Okay.
I was thinking of adding something on top of it, but I'm not going to. I'm then gonna move backwards out of the doorway, hopefully giving everyone else kind of space to move in, and point at the one right in front of this door. Be like, "It's Niff's kid, and not the one that died."
Yeah, so as you let off that arrow, you see him kind of try to swipe away, similar to what he did with Niff. You see a force kind of bump into the arrow, and it manages to still hit him, but not quite where you were aiming. So he was trying to deflect the arrow, but was not able to. All right. All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. On to Shagrat. What a name.
Five.
So he runs out for 20. Okay, so they can run. Yeah, we'll go there. He's going to pull out a short bow and let loose an arrow with 21 to hit at Sky for 3 piercing damage.
Definitely.
We just got another follower, Ian M. Morey. So thank you, Ian.
Sick. Cheers, dude.
Thank you,
Or
Ian.
drop.
go.
Thank you.
That was 3 points of piercing, you said?
Yes, 3 points.
Should change on here as well. Perfect.
All right, on to Tregol.
All right. Well, of course, this guy had to mess up my plans, but that's fine. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 up there. And then I am going to attack this guy in the doorway. So, unarmed strike. Dirty 20.
Y'all
If that
rolling
hits.
hot. Yes, that hits.
For 5 points of damage. And then I am just going to use a regular bonus action unarmed strike. That'll
That does
miss.
not hit.
9.
9.
And then I will say to him, surrender and we'll let you live.
Unlikely.
That's my turn.
He just spits on the ground. Like hell! On to Ebbel. So you succeeded in that persuasion. So he is like, I'm not gonna. Nope. That's my dad. That's my pops. I'm not gonna fight him. What are you thinking? He's just gonna run over closer to you. Let's not hit him. That'd be great. That'd be great. But he doesn't do anything on that turn. On to Barry. With Ragnar.
Okay. Ragnar can go ahead and go because my roll 20 is not behaving. So what I'm probably gonna do real quick is go grab my laptop.
Okay.
And play on
Ragnar,
that.
We'll come
So-
back to Barry. Ragnar, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run up to next to Tregol. Can I just try to move past this guy to get at least like next to him in the doorway on the right? Like, uh-oh, where's my character? Like, try to get him here.
Joe, I think you're muted.
Yes, I was. So what I was saying is that you can move through players, but not the enemy. But you can, well, excuse me. Let me take a step back. You can go diagonally to that spot that you were highlighting, if that's what you were getting at.
Okay.
Sorry.
And I'm going to move there. And I am going to attack this guy twice.
All right.
Where's my character sheet? And both are going to be reckless. Because I'm a barbarian.
He knows two things.
First one is a 24 to hit.
I can't recall. Does reckless only occur when you're raging?
No. Anytime.
So a 24 does hit. Yep.
Second attack.
If anything, maybe hold off on the second attack, depending on your damage.
Alright, well, the first one is 6 piercing.
6 piercing is 3 times the amount. If you care to narrate that death, you can, but you can have that attack back.
Okay. So I just run in there and kind of, as I'm running past him, just pierce him with my pick and throw him against the wall back here.
Nice.
And then I'll say to him, I don't remember his name now, before I leave, I'm gonna be like, he said to not kill you, but if you hit me, I will. And I'm gonna run past him to this guy up here. And I'm gonna take my second attack against him.
Okay, go ahead.
So that is 24 to hit. Wow.
Wow.
That is a good
Yeah,
roll.
that hits.
That is 5 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And that is it for my turn.
Okay. And looks like Barry is back. If anything, do y'all mind if I just swap your places and make it easier?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll go right after each other.
Okay.
If you really
I
want
will-
me to, you can move me up to the top of the round, you know?
I'll send Barry Wolf to go and attack Grushnark or whatever his name is. The guy right in front of Niff.
Okay.
Alright, so you. Hmm. So
A 23 does hit for
23.
Yep, 4
Yep.
piercing damage that kills him. If
Nice.
you'd like to narrate, you can.
Yes, Barry Wolf kind of seeing his wolven brethren taking some pot shots. He slides through and like just goes straight for the goods of the goblin and just slices him out.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's a war crime.
Sure, like
it's kind of a thing here.
Phallic attacks in this campaign. Huh?
Yeah. And Barry. What will Barry do? Is Ebbel the only one left? Is that the guy right there?
Ebbel and yeah, the other guy at the other side of the room.
The head priest?
Yeah,
Okay.
depending on your line of sight, you may or may not be able to see him.
Well, the wolf can see him, so that's fine. Then I will go in and slide through. And oh, sorry, bro. Don't mean to step on your splatter. And position myself like, oh, hey, Niff. This one looks kind of like you. You're. Is this the one you're saying not to hit?
Yes.
Fair enough. Then
If you want to knock him out, go for it. I just don't want him dead.
You just hear, oh, you could have told me that.
I explicitly said don't kill him.
guess
So
I don't
what
know,
I'll
not.
do. I don't think I can't find it on my page. But what I'll do is cast the cantrip Thorn Whip at the priesty looking guy. So I believe that's my spell attack. Yes. Alrighty. It's a 9 plus 5. So 14. Does that hit?
A 14 does not hit.
Okay. Then the thorns lash out, but just shatter against the wall behind him. And I still have, what was that? 1, 2. I'm gonna move over here a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I'll stay right here. I'll stay next to my wolf. Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn then.
Okay. On to round 2. Alright, so this guy is dead, so on to Niff.
Alright. Do we want this other guy dead? Or do we want to ask him questions?
I'm gonna kill him.
Alright. And so I'll just.
Wouldn't
run up.
your son know too?
Truth. Alright, then yeah, I'll just do another couple spikes.
You'd be messing with forces you don't want to mess with if we kill him. But he's nasty. Nasty bugger.
The only force
so-
he's gonna know is my pick. His
He wants to be
face,
so connected to it as God.
because
let's
of
send
the
him.
force it in it.
So that's a 20 and a 17 to hit.
Both hit.
Alright. And the damage. And damage. Alright, so that is 10 total damage from the 2 claws.
Somebody like that.
So you take two gashes at this hooded figure as it tries to dodge out of the way of another hit from Ragnar. You clip him in each of his arms as he's swinging back and trying to keep from getting hit from both sides now. Does that end your turn?
I guess I'll just yell at Ebbel just to sit down and stay out of the way.
Okay, I'm just saying you probably shouldn't kill him. As he sits down on the ground.
Why? Why shouldn't we kill him?
Because now you're in the house of Jagged Tooth,
Sounds
and you don't mess with Jagged Tooth.
like you're a little snaggletooth over there. Can't even speak right, idiot.
So
Isn't that your
he is
son?
going to do...
I don't know.
No,
what
that was the other
being
guy.
in somebody's house has to do with you, but
It's one of their false gods.
what? Like he just tells lies all the time?
I mean, that's part of it.
Something like that.
A power move that they make.
It's kind of a lame god. It's just based around telling lies. Should we kill that god?
Actually,
Is he alive?
you can try Ragnar.
Yeah, if you can figure out a way, go for it.
All right. And that, as he finishes that sentence, he looks at Ebbel and says, "He left you weak, afraid, but I can make you strong. Jagged Tooth can make you strong. Show him you don't need him, and make him fear you once more." As his eyes glow even brighter and brighter as the green mist around his eyes starts expanding, you see the mist kind of drift across the room, like almost floating on every word that he was spitting out of his mouth to Ebbel as he tries to charm him.
Ooh.
Let's see what Ebbel rolls. He rolls a 3. He did not succeed that. Ebbel is now charmed. Oh boy, finding the icon. Let's see, I think it's this one. Dominated. We'll just use dominated for now. Looks like a little puppeteer. Oh, or not. Whatever. If anything, I need to have like a little Word document with all the little icons and where they are found and what they are. so great that I bought this icon pack, but I can't even identify what they are. So yeah, Ebbel is charmed. He is also going to take 3 psychic blade attacks. Or excuse me, that was my action. How dare I try to mess with the economy here. So he is going to move out of Niff's range. So go ahead and do an opportunity of attack.
Hey, what's this paralyzed thing doing here?
That's a 15 to hit.
Technically charmed.
15 does not hit. Yeah, I have with the script. Anytime I add a status, it'll put in the depending if I guess scripted it in there, but gives the description of whatever status I applied automatically. But I don't know where the charmed is. And now that I think about it, because it has a 1, I think that might disappear once it comes back to his turn. Whatever. So he moves. Let's see, a bonus action. Oh, you know what? I could have disengaged. He's a gobbo. Too late for that. Alright. Yep, I guess that's his turn. On to Sky.
Alright. I am, since he just walked into my zone, going to... The charmed is the hearts, by the way. The arrows will be loosed once more at him. And that will be... Roll? There it goes. 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
This time I am going to whistle and have him, my primal companion, try to fly and swipe at him. Should get... I think it's 60 flying. So he should be able to fly at him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Strike him, and then also be able to fly back to me. Let me see if this will work tonight. Did I fix it? Looks like maybe. I just rolled the attack. It's not rolling the damage. It's 15 for my primal companion.
Sorry, I was like looking at. So 15 does not hit, unfortunately.
No. So he flies at him, and then will just fly back and land back on my shoulder.
Yeah,
And that's
Lupo like
Ends
swipes
its
with
turn.
telekinetic energy again at your primal companion as it flies. It tries to keep flight and quickly realizes that it's a little out of its league with invisible forces coming its way, so it quickly turns back around.
that.
Where is Barry's token? Where did it go? Okay, well we'll pull you back on here. No, my ADD. I just think you're here.
He's
right?
not even in the turn order anymore.
He's in the room.
That's
Oh, he is
weird.
now.
Right here.
He just put him there.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he was 18.
I believe so,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
Yep.
he came after.
Right after
Ragnar.
Ragnar.
What happened there? I must have had your token selected and hit delete by accident. I don't know. Anyways, sorry. Sky, that was the end of your turn.
Yes, that ended it.
All right. And as you're letting loose arrows, you hear a sound above you as you look up around the statued banisters that were described with the spherical figures in their hand. You see this massive worm-like creature with a beak pecking out of its front with tentacles swaying all about, come from behind the stone and drop down onto you. Let me put him.
So this is your situation. So good luck.
Tokens.
Oops.
So he is going to.
Tregol!
So as he's dropping down, the tentacles are flailing about and try to grasp onto you. A 10 does not hit, so you quickly you're like Tregol. Oh, what the hell? Like you're getting out of the way of the tentacles as it's just like chomping with its beak towards you. But that's it. That's his turn. And his name is Spot.
Oh, okay. Oh, as my turn comes up, I'm gonna look in there, into the room, and I'm gonna say, Ragnar, send him to Kellamvor for me. And then I'm gonna turn around and I'm going to attack this thing that just landed next to me. So I will do a monk unarmed strike against it. AC
15 hits.
15, will that hit?
He is Yes, sir.
Okay, for 7 points of damage. And then I will do another unarmed strike bonus action. 18 for 6 more points of damage.
Nice.
Do a punch and then do a kick right in the beak.
Yeah, as it's like chomping towards Sky's legs as he's like quickly hopping around it, like what the hell is going on? Yeah, you're able to land a swift kick into it as it scurries back on its, I don't know, snake-like body, starts flailing about, the tentacles squirming, and you hear a loud shriek come from this creature.
Before I declare the end of my turn, Joe, do you use flanking rules?
That's a good question. I don't know. I do not usually, but I know we discussed
Okay.
house rules, and then I put them in a document here.
So I was just gonna say, if you do, I will move so that I'm on the opposite side from Sky.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we put it, but I don't usually
Okay,
play it,
so-
mainly because I allow moving in and out of your teammates' spaces.
Okay, that's
Um,
fair. I just wanted to double check. All right, then that's the end of my turn. I don't need to move from here.
Okay. I wonder, can you flip tokens like horizontally, you know, to showcase if it's facing backwards or not? Like, you can
If
spin it.
if it gives you a handle, if you click on it, it gives you a handle at the top. You usually can turn them, but
Yeah, I was
yeah,
just saying if
I
it
can
would
turn
like
mine.
flip the literal picture like a
If you
mirror.
go to
It
the
does.
advanced transform, you should
It
be able to.
does. At least
Oh, nice.
when I flip mine, I can see mine flip, but I don't know if anybody else can.
Yeah,
see
it flips. Learn a new thing every day with Roll20. All these
Yeah.
tiny little features nestled in. All right. Anyways, so being that you can't flank, you're calling your turn.
Yes, I'm calling my turn.
On to Ebbel's turn. You hear him. You see his eyes start to like glaze over as like a thin green mist emanates from them as Lupo says, "Attack the tortle!" As he pulls out his scimitar, takes a whack at Barry for 16, which does not hit. Nice. You're like, whoa, dude. I thought we were friends. So he'll move in this direction in a defensive stance, blocking him between Lupo and the party. He's also going to make a wisdom save. He does not pass wisdom save. All right, on to Ragnar.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna do what a barbarian does and recklessly attack him twice.
Nice.
Oh, 10 to hit? Doubt it does. And the first
Nope.
one,
Nope.
incredible. 14 to hit.
Neither hit.
Well, I'll just stand there menacingly. And that's it for my turn.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so as you take like hits with your pickaxe, it's like he's using the force to like smack away each of the war picks as it comes close to hitting him.
Actually, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right here and block his path.
Alright, which leaves Barry.
All right. So, excuse me while I multitask a bit. should be good to go though. Extra. Barry is going to wild shape into wolf as well. He's gonna say, "Hey, Barry, let's have a howl of a time, bro." And I'm gonna turn into a Barry wolf.
I now hate you both.
Use the script. Use the script. See if it works. I didn't check to see if it's actually running. But...
how do I use it?
So if you click
What do
your
I need to do?
token at the top left,
my
you'll
wild
see
shape?
wild shape. And then it should post something to chat for you to select your form. If not, I can do it.
Oh, there it is. Woo! Ow! Let's go.
Damn.
Alrighty.
Twinsies.
Yes, I agree. Okay, so then I will wolf attack.
Wolf attack.
Now we'll use my pack tactics. Alright, I'm assuming that hits. It's a 21.
It does, and who are you hitting?
I'm hitting, I guess I didn't say that. I didn't move prior, so, I would like to go to Lupo. Over
Boo. I'm just kidding.
here.
Alright, 21 does hit him as well.
Okay, and then with that, 5 piercing damage, and then he needs to make a strength save.
Yeah. Still hits him. So strength save, you said?
Yes.
It is an 18.
Alright, so he makes that. He is not knocked prone.
Okay.
And then I will move other Berry Wolf. Did I hear screams of fright coming from the other room? Or were those like muffled?
I would say
from
you heard it
Sky?
because you were. I mean, it's only like around the corner, slightly muffled, if anything, from the deafening of sound from the. What's the word? Curtains.
Curtains. Okay. Let me look at this just to make sure I'm not making this thing overpowered. Yeah, follows my verbal commands. Oh, so I can talk wolf to it. So I'm gonna howl, and I'm gonna tell the other wolf, and he's gonna be like, and he's gonna nod, and then he's gonna run into this room and assist with the creature falling from the sky.
All right.
Or from the. So he's going to attack the creature. Yeah, this is outrageous.
Just dogs talking. Just dogs being dogs.
This dog's being. Oh, he gets a D8 to hit actually. On damage. Oh, this is nice. So it's a little bit more powerful. Same. And he uses my spell attack. So this was actually. I'm just gonna roll it since it's not. The summon beast isn't coming through. So we'll just roll 2d20s.
A dirty 20.
A dirty 20
That
plus
hits.
5. Yes. So that will hit. So he will take 1d8 damage plus 4. So 8 points total here.
Ding.
And that's its maul attack, and it does not have the prone condition as part of its attack. So yeah, it's gonna bite into this thing and rip a little chunk out of its. Did you say it had feathers?
To be honest, yeah, let's say it had feathers. It's a long snake-like body with tentacles coming out the
Tentacles.
head
Okay.
with like a large beak.
Oh no, it's okay. I don't want to make anything that wasn't there. I couldn't remember. I just heard. I remember beak, and I was just assuming.
I like just adding it as
Feathers.
a flavor. This is a
Okay.
weird ass creature.
All right, then it takes a bite full of feathers and like, shakes it out of its mouth, and snarls and looks back at it. Yeah, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Which actually, I just realized that. So you notice, like, as for both Tregol and Barry, I guess when you were taking attacks on it, that the outer scales of this this mysterious creature, like, although it's getting hurt by your damage, it doesn't seem to be as impactful.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's see. I didn't realize. Hint, hint. He is resistant to bludgeoning and piercing. I think was what you said. Yeah, piercing.
Piercing, yes. Yep.
Okay. So does that end your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
All right. On to round. Triss, Niff, you are up.
All right. I'm just gonna ignore my son for a second and run on over to this guy. Apologies. Can I stand where I just was here? I'm sorry. I'm over there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry, the baby's chasing the dog. And am I allowed to metagame ask, has this guy made multiple attacks in one round? Or is he only doing like one a round?
So far he's only done one each round.
Okay. Then
Technically only one. He did a spell on his last one.
right. If he hasn't done it, then I doubt he's gonna do more of it. So then I'll just double attack him again. All right. So that is a 14 and a 10 to hit.
None of those hit.
All right,
Despite being completely surrounded, he is not being affected.
should have done my other thing. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else. Fortify, you can choose it, but that's a bonus session. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So on to Lupo's turn. So, you see him like kind of back into the corner as he's gradually getting surrounded, getting hit, and getting hit and dodging out of the way of things as he like tighten his demeanor and starts growling as he jumps over Barry as he disengages as a bonus action to run to the other side of the room. Over the dead corpse, and then he puts both his hands out as he starts swirling like a green energy within his hands and chucks it across the room in to where he was, and in a 30-foot radius.
Boo.
Which actually would have to make him move. So everybody in the room, including Ebbel, including Tregol. Hold on, there's a way to measure with
That small curtain doesn't matter between us and Tregol.
So say what?
I said the small curtain or whatever that's in the doorway doesn't matter.
Not quite. This actually blows continually through to Sky as well. So everybody but Sky's companion and Barry the wolf roll a DC 13.
What kind of check?
Sorry, that's a good point. I gave you the DC you have to beat. Intelligence.
Ooh.
Okay.
Check or saving throw?
Saving throw.
Yeah, I just got 12.
Nice.
11.
Okay.
I got lucky. That's a +2, so that's a 16.
So basically, anybody that rolled lower than a 12, which appears to just be Sky.
Dang it!
I don't see. Oh, I see your roll, Barry. Okay. So everybody takes 7 damage, while Kyle takes 14. This is specifically psychic damage.
Ow.
And Sky, you are incapacitated.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Now that icon.
I can find it if need be.
Yeah, that works.
That you can keep going.
For a little while, I'm just gonna have you guys find it yourselves and add them, but please add incapacitated to your thing.
That's not
But
work.
as a surge of green energy just shoots out in a 30-foot sphere, basically encompassing this whole room, but also continuing into the hall. That's his turn. Oh, I didn't roll for Ebbel. Let's see how he does. So intelligence saving throw. He is not very smart. He fortunately rolled a 15, so he is taking 7 damage.
That's my boy.
Which actually takes damage, so that takes another wisdom save. And he successfully gets uncharmed.
Yeah.
So he like gets blasted by the energy. Holding on to the altar, he is able to stay afoot as you see him like kind of shake his head. You're like, what the hell? Yeah, that's his juju magic that he just did. Juju, no good, no good. Told you he's not good.
Yeah, and you were following him.
I'm not surprised. I tried to leave a long time ago, Dad. Tried to leave a long time ago. It's this guy. He keeps us all here.
Well, kill him now and you're forgiven.
With pleasure. On this guy, you make a con save. No, that's Ferg. So you're incapacitated, which I need a reminder of what that is.
I have not had luck finding it just yet.
Yeah, I found it in the compendium. You can't take actions or reactions. That's great, but I guess you could just roll
To try and get rid
Yeah,
of it.
how do you break incapacitated? Rule definitions. Rulebook time. Yeah.
I think even with all of them, I don't see an incapacitated icon.
Yeah, I don't think
the,
it's very common. Because I don't
I
ever
think
remember
the spell should say how long it lasts. If it's multiple rounds, then he probably gets a
Save per
save.
Ah,
If it's
that's a good
just
point.
at the end of
Yep.
the next turn, he doesn't get a save probably.
You are correct. So you can't take any actions or reactions. You seem to, your eyes kind of glaze over with that same green misty energy as it seemed to have impacted you in some way. And by the end of his next turn, you will be incapacitated.
At the end of his. Oh, I see what you're
His
saying.
turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, thanks, Ken.
Outcapacitated?
Said it like literally in the next sentence. I appreciate it. All right.
No, no problem.
With that being said, Spot.
Can I speak?
Yeah, I mean, you just can't take actions or reactions. So if you want to say something on your turn.
I
I would say reasonably, if you can't do actions or reactions,
Yeah.
you probably can't talk or anything.
True,
You're just
okay.
kind of sitting there like what's the word I'm looking for? It's another condition that's basically the same, but
Like,
frozen.
almost
You
I'll say that.
Sky drools.
Well,
Yeah, he's
'cause
just
I
like
was-
green energy.
Yeah, my companion can't act unless I give it a command. So that's what I was. So it wouldn't. It would just continuously stay up probably in the rafters.
So let's see. I'm gonna roll a d4. If it's even, this goes to Tregol. If it's odd, it goes to Bury the Wolf. Bury the fruit berry. So it goes to Bury. Spot. Turns like whips around and tries to grasp onto you with its tentacles. A natural 20 does succeed with a hit of. Jesus, that's not right. Yeah, it's 2d6. Okay, so 15 slashing damage. So I think that that takes him out. And I'm guessing. Oh, he's not here anymore.
Yeah, he just.
I'm
came back.
guessing it's similar to like. Oh wait, you guys see him?
He disappeared for a moment and
Ferg?
he came back. Yeah, Ferg.
Ferg's back. Okay,
Yeah,
Ferg.
I see.
Not sure if you caught that, but Spot turned around and lashed out with his tentacles with a natural 20, with 15 slashing damage.
Ow.
So I believe that just takes Barry out completely. I don't think Beast Companions go unconscious, right? And with that, as he grabs on with the tentacles, the suction cups like gripping and gripping harder. He takes a big chomp of the beak and unfortunately smashes Barry's head. And he disappears in a puff of smoke. No blood was seen. Animals were not harmed in this combat. Alright, and then he's going to slither on over. Sorry, I meant to go the other way. To Lupo, as he kind of nestles up against his leg and like does this little chitter thing with his beak, giving an implication that this might just be Lupo's pet. On to Tregol.
Okay. I am going to.
Can you guys see in here, Ken?
I can see in here, Ken.
Yes. And I guess Garrett cannot. Is that correct?
He's gonna
Oh.
reset real quick.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna look at Lupo, and I'm gonna say, "We'll send this one to Kellamvor first, and I will attack Spot." So, unarmed strike. That's gonna miss, probably 10.
It
And
does.
then bonus action, unarmed strike. Kellamvor, why do you forsake me at this moment?
With a natural 1, as you go to take another punch at Spot, you just clip his like sharp bit of his beak and gnash your hand for 4. slashing.
Ow! Ow!
Owie.
Okay. I got an owie.
I guess it could have been worse. You could have made him punch himself.
And that'll be my turn.
On to Ebbel. So he is going to rush over to this side of the room. Granted, he is an enemy leaving your territory. Ragnar and Barry, what are you doing? Enemy.
I'm not gonna attack him.
No, I'm gonna. Barry's not gonna attack him either. He's
You trying to bait us into attacking him?
I mean, we can
So
just
there is an
add
enemy.
so many tragic layers to every one of Garrett's characters if we want. Specifically, this one's getting the backlash of most of.
Let's not
previous
pick
ones,
on
but-
Garrett.
So yeah, as you do that, he pulls a short bow out, and while it looks like it's initially aiming at Barry, it was just more so at him not having the strength to pull the arrow, but he quickly lines up his shot to shoot Lupo, and because of his lack of strength, the arrow flies and misses, clashing against the wall here. Damn it! This is why they don't ever put me on guard duty.
Hey, it's all right. Remember, you're great. You can do whatever you want. You have to envision the shot. You have to envision it going through his eyeball. If you see it, you can make it
Why
happen.
did I ever go back to the cragmaws, Dad? You're
You
so
and your brother
nice
were
to
idiots.
me.
I feel like they're having a moment. We should leave them alone. This is getting kind of weird.
Goblin
Alright,
family
Ragnar, you're up.
values.
Alright, well. I am going to run out the door like not move towards I moved it too much. This system is something else.
Are you trying to open the door? Is that what you said?
Well,
It's a
I'm
door.
trying to have my character sheet up at the same time. I'm trying to move
Oh.
around Roll20. And that's just not allowed by Roll20, so. I'm
You
gonna
know you
run
can
out the
pop
door.
out the window, right?
Huh?
For your character sheet, you can pop it out as a separate window.
Yeah, I know, but it's still like,
Being stupid.
oh my god.
Chris is still learning. It's okay.
Yeah, but
okay,
I still have
Chris.
to have it up.
It's like
No,
session.
you can double click and it can
16.
minimize.
Yeah, if you double click it, it'll minimize while you move your token, and then double click it again, it'll expand so you can see the character sheet.
I feel like I learn a new thing every day with Roll20. I say every day,
Double-click
every
what,
session.
My character token or the
I didn't know that.
sheet?
Oh, your character sheet.
Up at the
Click
top
on
of
your-
your
double click on the
character
name.
sheet, just double click it. It'll compress down to a little bar. Then you double click it again, it'll open up.
Damn. And here I've been just freaking popping out every single window, so it's not in
Really?
Roll20. I could have just like had them off of the side and just pop them up when
Yeah.
Pretty much what I've been doing. Alright, so I'm gonna run there.
Roll20, man.
I try to move it off to the side, but it's still
Useful.
just, just
Yeah,
there.
it's not
As
great.
long as you're not zoomed in all the way to what your character sees, you should have enough space on your screen.
No.
It's called immersion.
He wants to see that beautiful AI ultra barbarian art
Yeah.
that we made.
And I'm gonna
Getting
recklessly
level
attack
3.
him twice. So first
Alright.
one. 21 to hit. Second one is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, both of
One.
those hit.
My god. That is a total of 15 piercing damage.
15. All right. So he appears to be like, so as you're slamming down on him with war picks, as he raises his hands, you stab into his hand and lift out and take the other one and stab in through his arm. He is bleeding profusely, looking in terrible shape at this point.
I'll just lean down and say, have your god save you now. That's it for my turn.
The Hollow One will have you for this. On to Barry.
All right, I'm going to let me run over here real quick, see what's happening. So that's I was up here, right? I was right here. So that's 5, 10. Plenty of movement speed. 15, 20, 25. Barry is going to lash out in an aggressive response to Barry, the other Barry, being dispatched so nonchalantly by this horrific thing.
I just want to pause you just for a second. Were you running through, like, Ragnar, Lupo, and then over Spot?
Well, I mean, I guess
I wouldn't recommend it.
I guess I can't run through them. Yeah.
Yeah, you can run through Ragnar, but not Lupo.
It's you should be able to make it
And
around, through there.
Yeah,
The left-hand
as a
side.
wolf, I think you have 50 feet of movement, so you should be able to run around to the other door. And
You just
come
know
around.
that off the top of your head like that? Damn. DM Ken over here.
Yeah.
40 speed, but yes, high up.
Oh, 40 speed. Okay.
Yeah,
I
you're
thought it
good.
was
So
50 for a
disregard
wolf.
me. Continue your awesome.
Ken, your
roleplay
AD&D
moment.
is showing.
All right, yeah.
It's
So
me, it's my
I will
nerd
not go around that way, and I will go around the other way, and still do the same thing.
All right. I would say, wait. I feel like we didn't popcorn the inspiration, did we?
He has not. I don't think he's used the.
I haven't
popcorn
used
yet.
it yet.
Oh, you know what? It's probably it's probably because it's on your other player character.
The
and you
purple
guys
is the
got
Twitch,
stuff.
and he has that.
Ooh,
And
that's gonna
then
be tricky.
what does Ragnar have? What's that red dot?
That's his,
That's just to show that he's
Rage.
recklessly attacked.
Or recklessly attack, sorry.
Oh, that's a
Rage. I
crit,
did not
baby.
rage.
Let's go.
Critty baby. So rolled one. Okay, so they rolled for you. So 10, nice.
Yeah. So
And that's
then
halved.
it says
Your
that.
attacking spot.
So I think in the old rules it says that it has to make a save, but here it says the target has the prone condition if it's medium or smaller.
It is medium, so.
So the
Oh, the
nasty,
new rules just says. Yeah, this
I
is probably
believe
a newer
so.
stat block. I mean, we've been playing fast and loose between 2014 and 2024 rules here, so I'm down to roll with it. So he's in prone.
Yeah, so the old one is a DC 11 strength saving throw, so I don't care which one it is.
As long as it dies.
We'll
Yes.
do. That's wild that they just said automatically if it lands. Like, it seems a little OP. I'm gonna stick with the DC. It was what? Dexterity or strength?
Strength save of 11.
$15.
All right, so he's not knocked. So it is not knocked prone. But
Not knocked.
yes.
Knock. Alright, so as you take a bite out of it, you go and bite at like the same area where you see bite marks from other berry, and it gives you a little bit more of an advantage to drive deeper into its flesh as it appears to start bleeding now through that wound, also in critical condition.
Okay. Yeah. That'll be the end of my turn as well.
Alright, on to Niff, top of the round 4.
All right. I'm going to go 5 if it will let me move him. Come on. 5, 10, 15, 20. I need to see what's going on over here. These 25. Can I attack diagonally?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
you can-
30. And then I will swipe with one claw. And 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And I will invoke my Crimson Right. So I will do a d4 of damage to myself. And that is a 4. And then that then does 10 damage, 4 of which being fire damage to Spot.
Sorry, so 6
Plus the
6
4 damage from
slashing
the...
and then 4 fire.
Correct.
So that would be 3 slashing and then a full 4.
And he's still up?
No, actually, you did kill him.
Good. And then
As he just bursts into flames.
let's see, does the Crimson Right...
Actually, does he have a... No.
Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, that's a bonus action. Okay, so I cannot do anything else, so I will end there.
Okay. Alright, so on to Lupo. He sees... let me roll a d6. Oh, whoops. That's not what I need to roll. DMs. When it says recharge, 5 to 6, what do I roll?
You roll a d6, and on a 5 or a 6, his ability recharges.
Okay.
Which means you just got
Which means whatever it is,
it.
he just got it back.
As soon as the question
You know,
got
it's
asked,
funny
I
'cause I'm
didn't
like-
want to answer. I didn't
Well,
want
it's
to
like I was
answer
in
'cause I
part
saw the
actually
roll.
trying to see like what the dice was, because it would make sense that it's a 6, it's less odds, but I don't know, could have been lesser odds with other dice, but then it also sounded like I just gaslighted you guys into stating that. Yes, so he has something. So he
I swear
disengages,
to God.
runs over into the
Legendary action.
Yeah.
into the corner here as he's quickly diving over Spot's body and over Barry, furious that his I don't know, pet was
Abomination.
just brutally murdered, as he takes oops, I rolled the wrong one. So he takes 1 slash at Barry, which is a natural 1, so he's going to take damage. Alright. And then both the other ones were 23 to hit Niff. They
Boo.
are... Yoinks! That is 20 psychic damage. So he's just swiping the air as you see these massive alterations in reality come flowing your way, smacking into you. For Barry, he goes and flings it as he's just quickly turning around to start throwing this telekinetic energy, as it clips the wall and knocks a boulder from above down onto him taking 4 bludgeoning damage. Which then, so he went 5, 10, 15, 5. Yeah, that'll end his turn. On to Sky, which now you are good, now that his turn's over.
I just had the wildest dream. A goblin knocked
Don't-
me unconscious.
Shut up and
Don't
kill
let
him!
escape,
God!
Sky. Don't let him escape, Sky.
Yes, can't let that happen. I'm going to fire a hail of thorns at him. That will be. Oh, so it only counts if I hit. Okay. So I have to roll to hit first. This is when I misread the attack.
Damn, boy. 25 does
Oh,
it.
finally. I deserved it. 25 to hit, 7 points of piercing, and then it will also be an additional D10, and he needs to make a DC 12 dex save.
Well, I'm just curious as to what this does. So he rolled a natural 20.
So he succeeds. So it will put it there as well. But basically, when I hit with a ranged spell, ranged weapon attack, it creates a hail of thorns that sprout from my arrow. The target of the attack, and each creature within 5 feet, but he's by himself now, make a dex saving throw, which he succeeds. Since he did, he only takes 5 piercing damage. He doesn't take the full 10.
Okay.
As thorns essentially, wrap around him and start piercing into him.
All right.
It doesn't actually like immobilize him like some other thorn spells
Right.
do, but maybe.
Oh, maybe. I read in the 2024 handbook that it does now.
You think I've read that yet?
No, I was just joking. I feel like some of the stuff they did were great changes. Some of the stuff I feel like just kind of
Wild.
worsens the balance.
Yeah.
So does that end your turn?
I will. Technically, that is my bonus action as well. So yeah, I can't have him go out. So yeah, my primal companion's gonna just fly back from the rafters back down to me, and ends my turn.
Okay. Yeah, so as you let loose that arrow and it lands into him, you see these vines start like sprouting a little bit from outside the wound, but also started like piercing through his body and coming out of his the gashes in his hand and his arm from earlier when the war picks were blown through his arm, as he just sits there like as he's bleeding profusely onto Tregol.
Okay. I am going to move right over here. I wish I could get into that doorway and attack him there, but I think that's the best I can do. I have been saving one more key point, so I'm going to try to hit him with 3 attacks this time. So
Alright.
first attack is a 10, that'll miss. I will use my last key point and 2 more flurry of blows. Golly!
Damn, 10.
Another 10.
Does not hit.
And a 24. Finally.
That was a real nail biter there.
Yeah, so
Nice. 24 does hit for 6
for 6
bludgeoning.
points of damage.
Nice. So as you're taking these hits, he's dodging out of the way of the first 2 as you make a big uppercut into his chin as his hood flies back, and you see that he has an elongated head in addition, in comparison to other goblins you've seen around this keep. But you knock him face flat on his ass as he's bleeding on the ground. Clearly, it was the hit to end his life. As you see his head start pulsing, his veins gradually getting thicker and thicker and pulsing and getting a green hue, almost with the light, as well as his head just explodes. And make a DC I keep saying the DC first, but DC 13 intelligence saving throw.
Okay. I go, oh, this guy is ugly. 14, just barely.
Very good. So you take 5 psychic damage, blowing you back from the sheer force of mental energy that seemed to have been pent up in this long, elongated head, as he is dead.
And I go, Niff, you should have had the killing blow. I kind of think you would have liked that.
It's fine. I was literally almost dead, so do it yourself.
Tregol, I think you just made him bust.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, on that note, and perfect timing with the end of this round, we are going to take our break. So go ahead and bust open another beer. Go ahead and have a bio break, but we'll come back in 15 minutes at 9:15. We'll see you then. Welcome back, everybody, to Adventures on Tap Twitch stream where we're playing Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. If you've been sticking around, thank you. We appreciate it. You're awesome. If you are just showing up, same deal. We love you. Welcome. We are halfway through the session, but you can catch the previous on our VOD shortly after our session ends tonight. But you can also check us out on YouTube /at Adventures on Tap. But just a friendly reminder that we do support Child's Play as a charity for our charity stream, which again is a nationwide charity organization that helps gamify recovery for children. And we specifically support the Central Florida chapter, and it's near and dear to a lot of our DMs and players. They're an awesome organization, deserve all the money that we've raised for them, but that you can send their way as well. So go ahead and consider donating there at the bottom right. You can also donate channel points. I don't know if we've been actively monitoring that or not, but assuming you meet our goal, you can instill our Twitch boon, which will give advantage or disadvantage by your choice to whomever you would like to give it to, whether it be players or myself. And we can use it accordingly once you donate. So consider donating your channel points just for watching. You accumulate them and reacting to everything. There's also a couple of different things you can exchange for them. But in general, we also have a website that has everything from our events. So if you are Orlando based, we do events and breweries to raise money for charities while playing tabletop role playing games, with 5e being our bread and butter, but we also showcase other TTRPGs, which again, you can find on our YouTube as well that we showcase. So go ahead and check that out. We have some events posted there. Also, just kind of a friendly reminder, and to those that have streamed with us before, but newcomers as well. We also have a Patreon that directly supports us. All of our events, including this stream as well, uh, predominantly goes to charity. So our Patreon is specifically to help bolster our funds in general to help us grow as an organization. So we just launched that in 2025, big stepping stone for us. So please go check it out. It's pretty awesome. You get some discounts on merch, ticket sales. Depending on your tier, you can get a certain percentage off or even a free ticket a month. But you help also influence a lot of our decisions, like where we're going with Twitch in terms of games that we would like to showcase. I don't know, things that would happen in the game. We send out polls and stuff, and you can help impact our online presence, but in general, our physical presence too here in Orlando and hopefully beyond. So go ahead and check us out at patreon.com/adventures on tap. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive back into our session. And perfect timing. Ferg just joined. I forgot to even mention that you were having some technical difficulties. So yeah, hopefully we don't experience any more issues. But in general, we started off with a combat session here in this large altar like chamber, or excuse me, chamber of worship with an altar, where we found some hooded figures of some mysterious order that only Goblin kind seem to know about, that Niff hinted at in our last session, of being devotees of Jagged Tooth, one of which happened to be Ebbel, his long lost son. They have finished combat, and we are continuing here after they have felled an acolyte of Jagged Tooth, Lupo Hollowfang, as his head explodes with psychic energy in blasting against Tregol with his final blow. And with that being said, we are out of combat. What are y'all doing?
Ebbel, get over here now.
I'm gonna look through the door. Do I? I can't see anything because of the light, but do I see any creatures in this room beyond this door?
So this appears to be um, kind of like a segmented off hallway that once was, with rubble um, from cave-ins, from the roof to the pillars to the wall structures, all caved in into this hallway, making it basically just a straight shot to the other side of the room where there's a door, and just below here. It looks like we've already opened it before because the door's open, but was a curtain that was segmenting between rooms, but across the two rubble heaps.
Okay, I'm just gonna close this door.
Okay.
Just gonna close that door there, and then I'm gonna look at Niff and I'm gonna say, "Do we want to get your kid out of here?"
How's he looking? Is he hurt in any way? I don't think he took any damage. Oh, he took a little damage from the attack.
He notices you like looking him over and like checking for wounds. He's like, "Hey, Popsky, off of me! You're a lot worse looking than I am.
As I'm just bleeding from
beat up a little
everywhere.
bit." Yeah.
Listen, I just want to make sure.
He definitely looks like bent out of shape. But yeah, definitely not as bad as you.
Can I ask? Okay. So have you say? Would you say it's been about an hour since we've been going through all this?
Yeah, I'd say.
All right.
Sure.
So I'm gonna be reverting back to my human form, or not human, goblin.
Sky's gonna walk up to you as you're talking with your son and pat you on the back and cure wounds for 10.
Oh, thank you. Nice, thanks. Listen, kid. That earlier, that guy, he got in your head and he said that I left you. Do you believe that?
So we'll get to that. I've been wanting to ask you more so, what the hell was that? You just turned from like a half dog looking thing to... When did that happen?
A few weeks ago. I was out in the
Get bit
woods.
by a dog that had rabies or something?
No, it's lycanthropy. Although I have access to a hybrid form instead of just a full wolf.
That's
But,
too big of a word for Ebbel.
dog person. Yes. Wolf person. Have you seen those before in the woods?
No.
All right. Wolf person, infectious bite. Venom.
So rabies.
Yes, it's an advanced form of rabies. I will be fine.
You got rabies. If I'm gonna be real, yes. I feel like you just let me go with the band. I wanted to be with the band.
I
But
argued
you didn't stop me.
I argued with your brother and you for weeks, trying to stop you from leaving the camp. And you two insisted on going.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and like looks very serious and kind of somber. He's like, I don't think you've heard about Nib. He didn't make it. Some adventurers came through and killed him. Killed the poor bastard.
I am aware. And it was the poor group you chose to ally yourself with that forced these adventurers, the ones that just saved your life, to defend themselves against you, your brother, and that group of idiots you followed around.
You
and I
side with who killed Ebbel? You are now bit by rabies, dog? You let me go? Who are you anymore?
Who are you? I raised your brother and you better than this. I tried to teach you. For some reason, I understood things better than other goblins, and I tried to instill that in you and your brother.
It's
and you
not
squandered
normal
anything
for
I gave
goblins
you.
to learn and not pillage and steal and kill.
But
You're
why
against
not?
this.
There is a person inside of us. We are people. We can be civilized. We don't have to follow the old goblin ways of doing things. It's barbaric.
I like it.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
It's a turn of phrase. Relax.
You're right.
You talking from the other room?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just heard that from in the other room.
Like what? Yeah. Okay. Well,
I have not been listening this whole time.
Listen, Ebbel, your decisions are your decisions, and if I can, I will help you. If you want a better life, you can stay with me and these guys and do good for this world. We saved a city from a bunch of idiots who were pissing on religious relics and messing with the townsfolk. And now we're heroes in that town. Me, a goblin, is seen as accepted and somewhat a hero because I'm involved. You know, they're having some trouble with the goblin part, but I can go into pubs and bars and get a drink and talk to people.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
He even has a bed in his own home.
Yeah, charisma is not my stat. That's a whole 7.
He just like kind of he crosses his arms and like sizes you up and like looks at the rest of the group and then looks back to you like, okay,
All right.
let's say I buy it. Sure. What are y'all even doing here? What if? Why are you here?
We are looking for a
What we're
man.
killing.
I mean, yes.
Killing
Which is one thing that you say you're.
our people. You're killing our people. We're people,
Yes.
as I've been told.
Yes, but when you've been controlled by evil creatures like that, and I point at the decapitated mess on the floor, you lose your persona. Is that the right word? You lose your personhood. You're being controlled. If we can take out the source, we can not have to kill all these people. Do you know?
I'll tell you this. I don't know the source, but it's big. It's big. He was nothing in comparison. I mean, King Groll alone is tainted, and the soon every goblin will be like Lupo.
Tainted.
Well, while I may not
damn.
agree with the way goblins choose to live their lives, I agree that they have a choice. And so
Fair enough. I agree on that level.
So
but not
then,
everyone in here is controlled.
Exactly.
Not
And if you want to come with us and we can talk to them, we don't have to kill them all.
oh, Ebbel is just bottom of barrel. They're not gonna hear any
How do you
talk from
empty a
me.
barrel, Ebbel?
You kick it.
Right. You can give it one big kick and hopefully you tip it over. Or you could take a cup and hand it to someone to give them a drink. And eventually everyone working together will empty that barrel.
My God, that is a long time to empty that barrel.
Yes.
I agree.
Flipping
It
it
takes a
upside
while.
down would be the fastest way to empty a barrel.
Yes. But if you
I
don't have
mean,
enough strength to tip it over.
See, this is what I'm talking about. The words you say, they're pretty. Over my head. I don't know what you're
I
saying.
explained it so simply. I've got to be honest.
There's literally nothing going over your head. He's talking right to you.
See?
That's yeah. See, he gets it.
What do you mean?
He's talking literally over my head.
No, he's the same height as you.
He's a little
He's
bit
talking
taller.
right at you.
All right, we're getting sidetracked.
I'm talking over your head.
It comes down to this. We are going in deeper. We are going to kill this spider guy. I can't remember the details. The guy that's in charge. The drow.
Black spider.
Yeah, that guy. We're going to kill him.
He's bad.
Yes.
Bad guy.
Now, we would have a better chance if we had more people. Are you willing to help, or do you want to leave? That is all this comes down to.
Can I just hit things and figure it out along the way?
Absolutely.
Why do you think we have Ragnar here?
He's clearly
Who's
not thinking
Ragnar?
through any problems.
I hit things, but I don't figure anything out along the way. It's just
Also, do you
I
have
mean,
a
he
Why
figured
are
out
you
that
talking
sentence
from
along the
other
way.
room?
because I don't feel like moving. I'm very
Is he
tired.
shy?
Yes.
He-
Also, he'd be your
we're
best
keeping
friend.
him away because we think he may hit you if he sees you. So it's for
Uh,
your judgment and
You know how many
his.
strays I caught first week I was with these guys? It's ridiculous.
Wait,
But-
now I think about it, yeah, you all do look familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Anyways,
No, you're
sure.
not.
Yes,
You,
I'll hit things.
you're a key piece of information here. Now, King Grohl, is he a goblin?
He once was a bugbear. Now, much more.
Are you
So
saying
he's all green and infected and stuff.
evolved?
Yes, way scarier than Lupo.
That's fine.
So you say he is a bugbear tainted in the same way Lupo was? Or in a similar way?
They both do. They both have that weird stuff in their eye, and they
Green.
I don't do magic now. It's not been part of our kind. I don't know. I don't know where it came from.
Hmm.
Gentlemen, I think we should. Several of us are injured. I think we should withdraw, find out what we can from Ebbel, heal up, and then return to deal with this King Groll. Unless we have enough resources to heal us all now.
All right. Yeah, I agree. Let's loot the place
Yes.
and then get out of here.
DM, going into this room here, I just want to examine this, for lack of a better word, this altar. Is there anything significant there?
So it definitely appears to be an altar. It didn't, it doesn't look to have been erected by the goblins. It has similar kind of like markings along the side to indicate that it was likely erected in the name of Sehanine Moonbow.
Okay.
The cloth that's been draped over top of it, though, definitely is more like torn and ragged. That it might have been more so from the goblins. And the instruments that lay across it, all bloodstained, but gold ritual implements, a chalice and a censer. You do notice that like there is a large shard of the glass that has been smashed across all of the ground, but from the window above, that's on there again, like now closer to your face, giving a more, I don't know, like iridescent kind of hue to it.
Can I? How big is this cloth that's on the table? Could I? Could I take that cloth and say wrap up that shard in the cloth so I'm not actually touching it and carry it with us to maybe take it somewhere and have somebody look at it?
Sure.
Okay. So I want to kind of bundle it up, and then just sort of hold it out. Like I don't want to.
Before he bundles it, can I just give it like a quick look to see if I can determine any arcane effects or anything that may possess it?
Sure, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
That's a whole 4.
So he passes over the shard. You take a closer look at it. Just appears to be a fairly thick piece of glass. As you look to the ground, the other shards appear to kind of follow suit. It does look like there is some sort of magical effect emanating from it, but you can't make anything much further out.
They probably just enchanted it to make it harder to break. Probably trash.
It probably is, but it seems unusual. Uh, these other implements, they're covered in blood, but they look to be of gold. They're probably valuable if somebody wants to take those. We can sell them.
Ragnar, get a sack!
I've got a sack. Let's put it in.
All right.
So I will. What should I call that thing if I'm gonna carry it? DM.
The Shard of Mind Destroying.
Yeah. I don't know. Just put cragmaw glass piece, I guess.
Okay.
I think I mentioned it in the previous session when going into the room, but it's not like a clear piece of glass. Like the sheen is atop it, but it's like almost looks tinted, like a heavy tint.
Stained glass.
Is I guess yeah.
Should we
Ebbel,
retrace?
Is there a barracks here somewhere we can sleep that people won't be?
In the castle? You're crazy.
How long have
There's
you guys
goblins
been?
walking all about.
All right, fine. Then yeah, I say we go back out to the woods and set up a temporary camp.
Okay. Is that what you all decide to do?
Probably should not prepare a fire.
Does
Aye.
Sky or Barry, do you guys have that thing where we can hide our
Forage.
tracks, the pass without trace or something like that? Is that what it is? Do you guys have that? No.
No.
Okay.
So just to make sure we're clear on this, we just killed 2 rooms of people,
Like 4 or 5.
and then we're just gonna walk out the door and
Well,
Well, it's not like they're going to stand back up and reassume their positions.
and you don't think they're gonna scout the area around the castle once they find the dead people?
they will, but if they do, at least we'll be in more open area in tree cover
I don't
rather
like
than in the
open.
tight.
I don't like tight spaces.
All right, you want to sleep in the altar room? Is that your plan?
We can
We can just
stay
barricade.
if we
There is
choose.
no door.
I don't have a good track record with blocking doors, so someone else should do that.
Yeah,
Are
that's
there
Pathetic.
large objects in this room, like altars or anything?
Well,
there's
there's a
also
giant
another.
brazier.
There's also
there.
another door here that I don't know where that goes, so they could just come around through that door if we don't examine it.
Barry
Well-
is going to Lassie and try to get you all to follow.
Where are we going? Where are we going, Barry?
Hold on, before we, I guess, follow Barry, I think Sky, you asked if there's something in a room, the one that
Well,
you're in.
are there like large pews or anything in here?
No. If anything, there's like a ton of wood debris that probably once was some pews.
Yeah. Plus, we have that.
The only large structure, I guess, per se in the room is the brazier.
Okay, yeah,
That's
fine.
unlit next to you.
You guys want to light this thing and see what
This
happens?
area. Joe, right here, was that was rubble that was like too big for anybody to get through, right? I had the
Correct.
spider
Just
like.
being a spider,
Okay.
you were. I let it.
Never mind. I'm not gonna
Like a
last
slap.
Okay,
because that was the only place I could think that was semi-secure.
I'm gonna walk back into some rooms here into is this door closed?
We never opened it.
I'm gonna open. Oh, I didn't mean to open that. I'm gonna open this door.
Go ahead and roll a strength check. I meant to actually lock this door.
Strength. Can I please have my character sheet? What am I doing? Oh, it's an 8.
Okay. Now roll a. Oh, never mind. No, so you're able to with the like you initially try to open the door and it seems a little stuck, so you give it a nice little uh shove into it as you hear cracking splinters of a bow split in half and drop to the floor.
See, that's
go
what I'm
ahead.
saying. That was me. That's the room where we found the sacks, Ragnar.
Was it?
Yep. There's 6 sacks in the corner. We emptied out all the crap that was in them and you took them.
So we have been in this room.
Yeah.
So what so what are y'all doing?
So is this room just have the 2 entrances from what I can see?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, 3
I would say-
entrances. There's one here as well. I'm not sure if it's showing with your vision.
Oh,
Tregol, you're
I
an
see
elf,
that
right?
door.
Yes.
All right. You only need to sit down for 4 hours, right?
Yes.
All right. I say some of
4
us
hours exactly.
take a nap, you included, and then after 4 hours, you get up, put the other person to sleep, and then we just keep watch, stay in this room. That way, if someone finds us, we jump up and fight. That way, we can get our rest, but we don't leave like Ragnar's concerned about.
I mean,
Sounds
do we
just
really need a rest for that long?
We can do a short rest. I don't think I need a long rest.
I think if
Well, I don't
we
have
I will
health.
allow short rest.
yeah, if we took a short, I think that may be fine.
Kyle, since you are better at taking notes than I am, did we do a short rest last session?
No,
No.
we
We
have
did
not
not.
done a short rest.
Since
The last time we
Okay.
took any rest was a long rest in the forest before the bugbear attacked us, and then
Okay.
we followed the map here, and then
Mhm.
All right, so we haven't used any of our short rest hit dice.
Nope.
Then.
Correct.
Okay, then that's backwards. Oh no, wait, it's not.
So we
that
should
way.
just take a rest in this room for a little bit.
I think that would be
That's backwards.
best for us all.
And we'll
Okay.
be fine.
Okay. All right. Well, I am
Okay.
going to during the short. Well, I guess we have to wait to see if we can go an hour without getting interrupted. If we can, I'll start spending it dice.
Yeah. Give me a second. So
Are those the barrels on here? You could always put those in front of the doors.
yeah, these are barrels.
Would we want to all stay in the room, barricade the doors? They would have to push past the barrels first. Would give us kind of a alert of sorts.
I mean, it's not like we're sleeping. We're gonna be awake. So
1d.
But I mean,
I believe the
a door
Southerners call
slamming
this
open
yes
and
time.
us being attacked versus a door slamming into a barrel, giving us moments to prepare a counterattack.
So, Sky and Tregol, are your characters reasonably talking at a normal volume?
I would say yeah.
I would. Well, we're not yelling, but I would say we're not probably not whispering.
No.
Both of you go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Good thing it's not me.
So
All right, who just
Ooh,
spurted
not
blood?
Ragnar. I've not been talking quietly.
11.
18.
Okay. So while y'all are fine, or so it seems, but you hear on the other end of the door, just to the west, commotion of laughter and arguing between multiple individuals on the other side of that wall or door. Excuse me.
Oh, I didn't know there was another doorway. Dang it.
So, guys, have we figured out what we're doing yet? What?
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Chris just wanted to cause.
I also was talking in that room
Ruckus.
already, too. Before.
And to be honest, I think I
Yeah.
was screaming from this bottom room all the way over to that one as well.
You're yelling from all the way in the same.
Well, when I was telling him what room that was with the sacks and everything.
Oh. Natural 20
Yeah.
for 22.
Somehow, as you come in talking super loud, and like Sky and Tregol both going like, "Shh," you immediately like, okay.
And we all hear this uproarious laughter from beyond the door that
Yeah,
just
that's-
masks everything that Ragnar said.
All right. With that being said, now that Barry has magically appeared back on the map as Barry and not the wolf, what are you all doing? And you know that there's people on the other end of that?
So, where are we waiting?
I will whisper, let's not rest in here. There's people just beyond the door, and I'm whispering that.
I think this is probably the best place to do that. Because if they open the door, we'll see them first.
But we want to get as far away from anybody so we do not get disturbed while we are resting.
Just put a barrel in front of it.
Barry, you're now in the room. What do you?
Which way does it
you
open?
think?
Can we look at the door and see if the hinges are on our side or if the hinges are not on our side? The hinges on our side, it opens towards us. If they're not, it opens away from us.
Away from you.
Okay.
So going
So
west.
that's yeah. So I look at Ragnar and say that's not going to be any good.
Here, we can do
They can
this.
still open it.
You guys just rest here. I'm just gonna stand right in front of the door and face it. And I'm gonna rest right here.
They just open the door. Just...
And I look at everybody else and do this. It's like it's up to everybody else.
Barry doesn't. Barry's.
Sky, you're talking so quietly, you're muted.
I could. I mean, if you wanted, I could dump some healing into you to make you feel a little bit better, but I'm not sure that would really, get us where we're going.
I move over to the east door and I start motioning to everybody to come this way.
It's fine, we're just gonna rest.
I'm not gonna lie. I was completely distracted by Kyle's movements. Ferg, what what was Barry saying just now?
We need to find just that we need to find a place to rest. I can't heal. I can't heal everybody.
No,
So
it's fine. We're gonna take a short rest and then we'll be fine.
How long would that all have taken, Joe? Like, would I have time to just take a short rest while they're bickering over there?
I wouldn't say so. No, not
Alright.
that long. So I guess whoever's well, A, who's taking a short rest, and B, is
I
anybody
need
keeping
one.
post?
I will not. No short rest for Barry.
All right, so Barry, Ragnar
I'm taking a
are
short
taking
rest, but
post.
it's right in front of this door.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
Barry will go there.
So
I will go here, just so I can be near that door
okay.
in case
So
there's
position
alert.
yourself, I guess, however you want. For those of you taking a short rest, go ahead and actually don't do anything short rest wise. With us having two people taking post, being that we're doing 4 hours, I'm gonna roll for each hour at a disadvantage. If it's above 10, maybe something happens. So I'll take the second roll. 7. All right, we're good. So we're 1 hour through.
Two hours.
Oh wait, sorry, I'm rolling for a disadvantage. So
That-
regardless, I'm
And I'm just
losing on that
sitting
one.
in
Okay.
front of this door still.
2 hours. Yep. 3 hours.
Oh.
Ooh. So let me.
Oh, jeez.
Natural 20, Ancient Red Dragon.
Fortunately, the laughter and whatnot in the other room continues. They don't seem to have been breaking out. We're gonna roll one more time. And then I roll again. Alright. Just closed out the sheet. God. I'm rolling terrible. Okay, yeah, y'all make it through a short rest with Barry keeping post. So go ahead and do whatever you need to short rest wise. Ragnar is just like standing, but like his head's drooped down.
Just resting his forehead on the door.
All right, now that y'all have successfully short rested, what are y'all doing?
Okay, my hit points, I was able to use 2 hit die and get all my hit points back. And then all of my key points come back after a short rest as well, so that's cool.
All right, guys. We going through this door?
I also want to pick up all the arrows that I dropped, if possible.
Okay.
Should bring me back up to 14.
Oh, I said it on mute that you shot.
Sorry, yes.
I would say for each arrow, go ahead and roll a d20. If it's above 10, it's intact.
Okay, so that would be 3.
Other than the ones that landed, if you happen to know that, like if they landed in a body, you can rip it out, use it again. But for the misses, they like clashed against something. That's what
Oh, I see.
I'm
Okay.
going with.
So then it would just be the 1. Because I shot 3 to hit. 17.
Cool.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, what are y'all doing?
Did Ebbel, I guess, use that time to heal up and he's good?
Nope, I forgot. So he's
And
going
then
Roll.
I assume he's just like a goblin warrior or something. Like he doesn't have like a specific class or anything. He's just
Just a run-of-the-mill goblin, probably.
run of the mill
He's
goblin.
your goblin boss.
Yeah, he's not a goblin boss. Bottom of the barrel, basic
Not even a goblin
fodder.
boss archer.
and there's
Goblin
nothing we can
boss
do
archer.
to improve him in a short time. I assume.
Give
We
him the
can't
goblin
training
boss archer
montage.
bow.
Yeah,
You want to do a training montage?
he does that.
I would say,
Rocky-
if anything,
Rocky
for a
training
long rest, a
montage.
short rest, it depends, I guess, on what you're trying to teach him.
I mean, is he proficient in anything like shields?
I would assume so. That doesn't usually appear on a monster stat block.
Okay, then
But, yeah,
does
he
he
has a
have
shield.
one?
Yeah, he has one.
Okay. All right, then he's already getting as much help as we can do.
He has a scimitar, which he keeps referring to as a scimitar, and short bow, as well as a shield. Wearing leather armor.
He should be.
Are we ready to go through the door?
Yeah, we're good, Ken. All right, yeah. Then I'm just gonna tell him to stay behind us. You know, hit
Okay.
pot shots with the bow. But anyone he thinks would not, point out anyone that's like a buddy of his, and we'll see if we can get him on side.
Can
He like nods and he's like, okay, but none of them are my buds. That is the barracks for the hobgoblins, and they're
Oh,
assholes.
guys, we really should just ask
We
him
can kill them.
where. Well, yeah, but they're a bunch of hobgoblins. Like, are they strong?
I mean, you know hobgoblins.
Right. Are any of them infected?
No, they're not. They're not infected. They're just pure assholes. I mean, they're they're basically the commanders that lower level commanders that keep the band moving where it needs to go, and they're officers. I don't know. You've been that long out of camps, huh? That you don't remember that.
I don't know who's behind the closed door, you idiot.
But you know what a hobgoblin is, idiot.
I do, but I was asking if they were infected or if they were any sort of special. Like, this is important information.
No.
Okay.
So should I knock or?
Is there another way to go where we don't have to
fight?
kill all these guys?
Is there another way? I mean, not going through the door might be an option.
Child, I beg you. Another way to get to the drow guy. Because he's the boss. Kill the boss.
What's a drow?
The spider guy.
The dark elf.
Oh,
God, you're still talking so quietly. You're muted.
King Groll, where is he?
well, I'm confused. So King Groll and Black Spider, not same.
Yeah.
Yes. One is a mutated goblinoid, as you spoke of, and the other one is a drow, a elf-like individual.
And which one has
Yeah.
the dwarf?
Well, there was a dwarf that was brought to King Groll.
Then let's go there.
Is he
Is
still,
he still
within
there?
Groll, or do
I
you
don't
know?
I was in here. I don't know.
Also,
Okay.
what were you doing in here?
To grow.
Ebbel,
I was.
really testing our patience at the moment.
I mean, I don't know. I was just acting like I was into this Jagged Tooth thing, so people would stop beating on me. If I'm in
That's pathetically
an
sad.
acolyte.
Okay.
Perhaps we should simply go try to find this King Groll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Do
agree,
you
bros.
know where Groll is?
He who
He's
rests
on.
grows rusty, and we have rested quite often and enough.
Yeah.
Lead the way, fair goblin.
And I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna make motions to Ragnar. We're not going through there. We're going to find King Groll. Come this way.
Oh,
Navy SEAL signs.
fine.
But we get to kill the king instead of the lackeys.
And his head might explode like the last guy.
I'm coming back for these guys then.
Ragnar, bro, we're
I'll
going
help
after
you.
the king. The king.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, that just means there's only one of them and like 5 or 6 of them. It's more fun if I attack the numbers versus the
I
one
mean,
guy.
you'll
King
have
may be
numbers.
very
King
powerful.
Groll's never by himself. And his big ass. Well, wolf. Maybe you can talk to him now, Dad. I don't know, but he has a very, very big wolf.
Sick. We do
Well-
appreciate wolves here.
Well, if
Barry
we're,
will let you see what you can do with the wolf.
You know, if Ephraim were here, he might be able to tickle its belly and make it go to sleep.
I mean, I could talk to the wolf.
Yes.
What?
I can talk to the
Yeah.
wolf actually as well.
I
Hold
just
on,
need
hold
a
on.
couple
We-
minutes to prepare.
I don't know why we want to talk to the wolf. It's not very
We're
nice.
fine.
One and two. Are we going to King Groll or
Yes.
Yes.
then?
We said
let's
lead
go.
the way, and you're walking in
And
circles.
You'll
Oh,
go.
y'all
You
are
went.
sitting in this room.
We're waiting on you. You walked in. You walked
I
out the
literally
door. Then you
followed
walked
you
back in
into
the
the
door.
next
What are you
room.
talking about?
And y'all say, or well, Dad says we're the dumb ones.
This guy.
Well, follow me. It's down here, but you have to be very quiet, because at the other end of the hall will definitely be trouble. We can go up, and maybe.
Get off me, Sky.
Be very quiet. We are hunting wabbits.
All right. So everybody, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
We are growling.
Do we have
There's
to?
no stealth.
You know.
Itsy bitsy stealth check out of 6.
Ooh, very stealthy.
I got a 9.
Very not stealthy.
Yeah, I got a 12.
You all are
I'm not great.
following Ebbel as he goes into this next room. And he like leans up against the wall, kind of looks down the hallway to the door, and I don't think we should go this way. We should probably go over this way, as he points to his right, to the door up north.
Just go.
You just go. So when he brings you in here, gotta give a description. So this tower has almost completely collapsed, although the ground floor still has little open space where rotting crates and ancient barrels show that provisions were once stored here. A heavy curtain obscures a crumbling area. You walked through the curtain, never mind. That didn't happen. To the north, a short passage through the rubble ends before a screened canvas.
Any sacks?
You see a door here where Ebbel is. I don't think there's any sacks. You know, just for giggles, go ahead and roll a d20. If it's above 10, there's some sacks, and then roll a d4 for how many sacks.
This is the first time Ragnar has smiled
This is gonna
tonight.
somehow culminate into some crazy plot point. I hope.
You said if it's above what?
10.
All right, so D4 you said?
Yep. Roll a d4. Oh, you're rolling for it, Garrett?
Well, I asked. I assumed it was
Wow,
me.
max. Yeah, so you see 4 sacks.
Nice! Score! And I'm going to throw him to
All
Ragnar.
varying sizes.
Oh, more. Thank you, Niff.
Are these all weighted in your inventory? I mean,
Sure
they're
there are,
probably
but I
like
can carry,
0.01.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the weight would
How
be
much
for
could
this.
burlap weigh? 10 pounds?
Not a
They're
lot.
half a pound each.
Wet or dry?
So you notice a door that he's about to open, but you also see like a small enough crevice of rubble busting or separating from a busted wall that makes into another room.
Guys, I feel like this wall got busted.
Just like the other guy, or different?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? Do you want to continue with Ebbel?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are
It may
following
perhaps
Ebbel, I believe.
someone may take Ebbel. Does venturing up here give us a vantage point?
Honestly, I didn't even know that part existed. But I would imagine it probably would connect to King Grohl's throne room. But no higher. Same level. It looks like the floor is at the same level.
Sky will start moving that way.
Okay. So so Ebbel moves in to the room and like puts himself in the corner and kind of waves you all in. On the other end of this door is King Grohl's throne room.
And I point to the door to the east, or I point to the door to the south and try to get him to point which one.
He looks to the south door like, I don't know what's on the other end of that. It's this one, as he points to the one to the east.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I hope you all are prepared.
Well, bro, just go ahead and open them up and tell them that everything looks clear. And you just wanted to report back.
I don't even think he knows who I am. I don't usually report directly to Grohl.
Well, Lupo. It's a little bit.
Should we knock and try to act like we're traveling merchants?
Nope.
Yes,
no,
that
I
will definitely
recommend
not.
it.
Well, we could be merchants of death.
I think
You heard
Ebbel,
about our Lord and Savior Kalimvor?
Yeah.
Wait, are you converting my son?
No.
Yes.
That
We're
was
gonna convert
side game
King
comment.
Grohl.
I'm sorry. Was it just his guys going up there? And okay, yeah, sorry.
All right, so Ebbel, like the closer he gets to the door, his demeanor, like kind of originally being nonchalant, like teenage year kind of expectation with his mannerisms of feeling like cool and knowing what's going on, like fade away as the closer he gets to the throne room. He starts kind of shaking and looking very scared that the request of going into that room looks like that would be the last thing he would want to do on this realm.
Ebbel, talk to me.
Ragnar, lead the way, bro.
Ebbel, do you
Should
wish
I-
to enter this room and assist us?
Kyle.
I did not. I was clicking off my token. I didn't even see it. I'm sorry.
Sorry. It's funny because y'all don't probably even see Sky.
No.
Yeah.
Should
All I saw was
kick
like
the
an
door?
open of raids into the room and then
I,
closed.
I hit something, hit it back very quickly.
So what
But
are
I'm
y'all
also
doing?
aware.
Are you trying to convince Ebbel to go in?
I'm
If
asking him how
anything,
he
I would have
feels.
him roll.
If he wants to help us, he can stay in the back, and we'll protect him as best we can. but I'll lay it out to him that, this is a dangerous thing we're doing. And if you don't want to help, that's understandable.
I will help, but I don't want to go in there by myself. That's King
won't.
Groll is. You don't understand. He is very scary. Not like regular bugbear. They ain't scary, but he's very scary. I will
Well, Ebbel,
try my best to fire my bow
you stay at the
from
back.
afar.
We'll protect you. But know this, that we can get very scary as well. And I'm going to transform into my hybrid form.
I like the punchline beforehand. It's good. All right. So now
should we kick
what
the
are y'all
door
doing?
Yes, bro.
Okay.
Can I, before he does that, prepare a bonus action?
Prepare a bonus action? You can prepare
Yeah,
an
it's like
action.
prepare an action, but technically it's a bonus action.
Sure.
I mean, you could say no. Feel free.
I mean, it depends, I guess.
It's going to be one of my blood maledict.
Oh, yeah. I don't see an issue with that. Does anybody else want to do anything before I guess somebody kicks open the door?
Ebbel, get your bow ready.
Sky's gonna listen to the doorway, and when Sky hears a commotion, then I will enter.
1 second. If I were to, can he take a second act, like a bonus action to shoot, or he's just plain Jane? One shot is his only action.
Who, Ebbel?
Yes, because I have two
No,
hand
he's
crossbows.
just a regular ass goblin. He can
Right, but
only
if I gave
do
him my
that.
2 hand crossbows, he can only fire one at
No,
a time.
he couldn't.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to.
Yes.
Okay,
It's like a
I'm gonna
level
take his bow away
1d.
because he had trouble with that anyway, and I'll give him one of my hand crossbows. And so it's a +1 hand crossbow.
Okay.
Ebbel.
What is the damage to that? I'm just gonna modify his short
Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta find it. It is 1d6 plus something. Mine's +2, but I don't know where it's coming from.
It's probably your dex.
There you go.
That's
So
interesting.
the weapon is
because
just
the hand
1d6.
crossbow I think is usually 1d4 maybe. Because it's a +1. I forget what +1 gives you.
I think hand crossbows are d6s.
+1 gives you +1 to hit and +1 damage.
You have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon.
So then technically you should have +3. And then
Well, if he has it equipped, then it is only a +1. He has a +1 naturally.
So I have a +4 to hit if I were to equip it, but I don't have it equipped at the moment.
Hand crossbows are d6s.
yeah, no, I see the d6. I just because the short bow's a d6, so I was just whatever. Never mind.
Sorry, it seemed like when you were talking about him shooting, he was having trouble with it. So I was like,
Yeah.
give him this. Plus it's
Yeah, that makes
+1
sense.
anyway, so might as well.
Yeah. Okay, so you exchange. If anything, he just puts the bow on the ground and then takes the hand crossbow. Like, this is cool.
Yeah, don't shoot yourself.
Ow!
Okay, I'll try not to. So Sky, go ahead and roll perception. It's based on hearing if you have any modifiers, of course.
I think I do, but I forgot exactly what that was.
If you're using D&D Beyond, there should be a green A next to perception, and if you click it, it tells you what you have advantage on. Like, I have advantage on checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Oh no, mine was I would if it was through my primal companion. That's what the bonus was. But it's me, it's not the primal companion. So it would just be a 10.
So you hear a familiar voice. You can't quite pinpoint um, who exactly it may be, but familiar nonetheless. Um, Going back and, or excuse me, like kind of pleading a case of something. You get bits and pieces of the words, adventurers and killed everyone, and then like just bits and pieces. Just
Joe,
that. What's up?
can I do a check to see if I recognize this voice?
If you want to roll perception, yeah. But this technically, I mean,
This was
you
Technically,
don't
just
know
this
this
is
Sky.
is
only
happening.
Sky.
This is
They're not
This
Apologies.
is
you.
I
just
thought
me.
this was everyone.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No.
All right.
All right. So what do y'all do?
I'm gonna reach
Gotta
over
get
to my
rolling yet.
son and swipe a finger across his crossbow bolt and prepare blood maledict curse thing.
Okay.
Okay, kicking down door.
Okay. Kicking down door. Um. All right. So you kick open the door. Sky, your perception was good enough to hear that happen. Um. As the door swings open, you see a chamber that exudes a dark and oppressive aura. Um, don't go in just yet. Thick furs are strewn across the floor with discharged or discarded rugs, and an old blood-streaked skulls of varying shapes and sizes dangle from the walls, grisly remnants of past victories. To the north, a massive bed covered in patchy animal hides looms. Atop it lays a towering dire wolf with matted fur and glinting fangs, gnawing methodically on a colossal bone, his amber eyes scanning the room with cold, predatory focus. An unconscious male dwarf lies slumped on the ground beside the bed, his bruised and battered body a clear testament to rough handling. It's Gundren. To the south, a sturdy round table close to where this door is. A sturdy round table, surrounded by mismatched chairs, has an elf woman with pale white hair, dusky gray skin, and robes the color of storm clouds, her expression inscrutable as she leans on the table. Beside her, a familiar figure with a scarred snout, wild eyes, and covered in mud is none other than Muddy Niff, keeping his hand rested on a club as his attention flickers between the room's occupants. A brazier of coals burns at the other end of the room, casting flickering shadows on the room's grotesque centerpiece, a crude throne assembled from humanoid bones and skulls, and upon which a hulking, furred figure reclines with lazy menace, his wiry, silvery streaked pelt twitching unnaturally in the I keep wanting to say
Brazier.
brazier. Yeah, brazier. Brazier's flickering light. Red eyes smolder, trailing faint wisps of green mist. Blackened veins pulse faintly beneath his skin. This must be the individual that you've all heard about as King Groll. You see Clark standing before him, recounting a tale of bloodshed and retreat. His companion Ripper sits at his side, his glowing eyes fixed on the dwarf like a predator awaiting permission to feed. Uh, Not anticipating this scene ahead of you, as you burst open the door, you just feel the air is thick with tension as the large being's scowl deepens during Clark's report, and immediately after the door opens, within moments that have passed, Clark is sitting there waiting for a response from King Groll as Groll rises from his throne, and with a blink of an eye, Groll pulls an ancient, vain longsword seemingly from nowhere and drives it into Clark's chest in a single blinding motion, the blade pulsing with sickly green energy. Clark spasms as the unnatural energy courses through him, but Groll remains eerily calm, shoving the corpse off the blade with a casual push of his foot. And Ripper, Clark's companion, snarls in confusion but is immediately retreated after a barked command that booms from Gol. He casually wipes his massive long sword on a fur and then settles back into his grisly seat, his demeanor shifting from violent rage 1 second to cold indifference the other, as if nothing of importance had just transpired. And as he speaks, his guttural voice carries a strange, discordant resonance, as if something far away echoes behind his every word. Ah, he must be who Clark was talking about. Welcome to Cragmaw Castle. Is this where you come to die? As
No,
we
I've actually come to kill you.
I'd like to see you try. As he gets up, grabs his longsword from the side of his throne as we initiate combat. And again, somewhat perfect timing. We could do maybe 1 or 2 turns.
Nah,
Huh?
leave it hanging.
All right. So we are facing King Groll in our next session.
Whew.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Is there a way
This is a good
to
session.
add?
What
a
happened,
little-
guys? What happened? I hear a lot of stuff. What happened?
And with that being, what?
Sorry, is there a
Sorry,
way I can add something to remind us that I have? Oh, you know what? I can add a little circle around myself.
To do what?
I had the blood maledict prepared for
Mm.
when I saw him. So
Yeah, if anything, maybe I'll use like the red bubble as a class specific thing. You know, if you have.
yeah, that's fine.
No, you know what? We can give you an aura. I think that's what you were saying.
I mean, I was just finding something I could do, but it went away as soon as I hit save, so don't know what's going on
I think it's because you can't edit it.
there. Excuse me.
So let's do. No, it did it to me too.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, here we go.
Garrett, if you click the little white dot
Yep, found it.
and look at all the little things, there's one that has a
Ha-ha!
sword with a little blood drop, it looks like.
Yeah, I got it.
There we go.
So,
Cool.
yeah, exactly. There you go.
All right. Well, in general, great session, but we're gonna go ahead and end it at around 10:30 is usually when we
Ooh.
stop. So thank you all for joining tonight.
Real quick.
Garrett,
I'm
what do
sorry.
you got?
I'm so sorry. We have time.
We have time.
Kyle had contributed channel points as soon as you were talking about them. So someone
Uh-huh.
does get the Twitch boon.
Well, if it's from a player, then it's a
Well-
random D6.
Well, I was proposing an idea. If we get a Twitch boon and it say goes to a player and we have not as players used it yet, and another Twitch boon gets put in, it automatically goes to the DM. But the same would be true if the DM doesn't use his and another Twitch boon goes in, it automatically goes to a player.
Hmm. I like that because nobody seems to be giving me Twitch pins.
That's what I was thinking. It
Or
kind
else
of
just run it and give everybody a boon.
Yeah, right. Everyone just dump all your
I
points at
have
once,
enough
so I have
for
to make
only,
18 of
and then
them.
we can limit it. The DM and players can only have one at a time. So
Well,
Chris
fortunately,
cannot just
it's
do
per session,
300
so.
million.
Well, I will try to remember I even have that.
Well, put it
You
on
know
your
what?
big
I'll-
boy.
Yeah. I'll
And
put it on
also,
the big boy.
make sure you mark that guy dead, whoever he just killed, so we're not fighting him by mistake.
Clark.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'll
think
minus
he
it-
is he
minus
not?
it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I meant
that
to
one.
minus it out after I
Alright,
read
cool.
it. But
I
good
just
point.
don't want to come back in and we're like, yeah, we got 5 enemies now.
And then in the corner, he has an X on him. Is that
I think it's
It's
part of the
just
pile of corpses.
because of Combat Master, every time
Uh,
they're dropped to 0, it puts an X, but he's unconscious.
okay?
He's not dead.
But that's Gundren.
Yes.
Okay. This guy's
All
never
right.
seen him, so just making
All right,
sure.
apologies. I don't think
So-
I have anything else.
Yeah, no worries. Does anybody have anything else?
Oh, real quick, why don't we thank our Crusaders, our Patreons,
Yes.
one final
good point.
time for the night. We appreciate all you guys contribute. And if anyone's interested, we have our links available, aotorlando.com, or there should be, let me fade real quick. There's a QR code in the bottom, if you're looking at it, bottom right-hand corner, for all of our socials and Patreon and all those things. Go check us out.
I don't think the QR code's there anymore.
But
It's gonna take a second to show.
oh
up
yeah,
on
there's a
screen
delay.
from us.
Oh,
But
it says
when I
this.
said it,
Oh.
I swapped us to the other screen.
All right.
We're good.
Well,
I'm
it's been great, y'all. Have a good rest of your night. We are weekly streaming on Wednesdays for this
Mhm.
game. However, keep an eye out as we are trying to trickle in more showcases for third-party systems. So keep an eye out. We always keep our Twitch calendar up to date, so you might see something flowing through. I don't think there's one on the docket as of right now, but
the 10th
we're waiting on
is the next
Patreon,
schedule for Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, we also have that. I always forget. Yes, it's like once a month or so. There's a continual session with another set of DMs. I don't think any of us are in that group. Yeah. So check them out. That's a good time. I still need to catch up on the past episode, but in general, aotorlando.com. You check out all of our events, all of our socials. But we'll see you next week at 7:30. Have a good night and see you then. Peace.